Gym Squad, boys, girls, brodies, dudettes, I don't know what the heck you guys like to be called, but that's not the point. Today's video, we're going to be following up on that wonderful Driveshaft that you may or may not have noticed snapped in the last one. So, that's kind of the whole purpose of today's video. I'm just going to kind of finish pulling the remnants of this Driveshaft out, take a little bit better look on the transmission side of things. I'm going to finish kind of touching back up and reinstalling the front bumper since we had to pull it off to get the car on the flatbed. I'm doing a little bit more interesting stuff with the wiring. I'll show you what I've got going on there. I'm just doing some quick connects so that every time the bumper comes off I can actually pull it off the car rather than leaving it wired, and I can reinstall it without having to rewire everything every time. So without further ado, let's get started. Yeah, I don't know what the heck I did with my old Driveshaft, so I don't even have one to put in. I don't know. I'm just gonna take the old one out and I have to figure something out. Whatever. That's all there is to it. So I'm gonna take the transmission side off and I guess install the bumper. That's all I can really do today. So whatever. Yay! What are you doing, Skylar? Alright, so here's my update. Took the 4 bolts out, just used the impact to get them. And here is the remnants of the Driveshaft from the transmission side. Everything seems to be, you know, nice and smooth still. Nothing seems busted. But I do think that they're going to have to replace this portion of the U-joint. So I spoke with Shaft Masters, the company that makes the Driveshaft, and before anyone starts to freak out like, oh my god, Shaft Masters Driveshafts suck, no, that's not the case. I think what happened really was, honestly, I just been using drag radials and launching the car at like high RPM. What, Melissa? I've just been launching the car for the last few years on the same, Driveshaft, and using drag radials, a tire which is really not meant for a manual. You want something more bias ply or even slick, something with give in the sidewall. Unlike the drag radial being more intended for an automatic car at the drag strip. So all those hard launches, I mean, I've been to the drag strip plenty of times. All those hard launches and everything, which is also partly why I can never get a good launch out of the car. Just kind of started to wear over it over time, and only a week ago or so before this happened, I was at MIR for the Street Racing Made Safe event, and now I'm supercharged, 600 plus horsepower at the wheel, also still launching at 4 or 5 grand off the line with a brand new clutch that grabs really well. So when you do that and the tires can't absorb the shock to the drivetrain, well, the drivetrain takes the shock. So hopefully it's just the Driveshaft. I mean, there's a lot more things that could go wrong in this situation. Rear differential and transmission. So we won't know until we get a new one in, but in theory it seems like all is well. I don't see any fluids that blew out of the rear diff or anything. Transmission, everything was spinning and I didn't hear any noises as I spun it. So yeah, I'm thinking it's just the Driveshaft, which is good. But having no stock Driveshaft puts me into a predicament where I won't be able to get anything in the car to figure out if anything else is wrong until I get a new Driveshaft in the car. So kind of where I'm at now, but I'm just going to kind of mess around with the bumper, switch out the connector pieces. I'll show you those once those are in, and kind of put the front end back together so it doesn't look so beat up. Probably doesn't help that they are. Can't fix stupid. Alright, so I'm kind of trying to make this quick here, but I'm calling it a night for tonight. I just wanted to show you the male and female connector pieces. So basically, this is the male piece. So basically, right at that point in time, started having some camera issues. And if you can't tell by the video you're watching right now, I went ahead and took the initiative to fix those issues. But more or less, what I was just trying to show you in that clip was the male and the female connectors that I wired in, so that if I ever have to take the bumper off again, I don't have to worry about rewiring the headlights and the fog lights every single time. It's just a matter of now only having those two connectors, male and female, popping in and out, so that I can easily pull the bumper off and put it back on, to kind of expedite the whole working on it process for next time or any other future times I need to pull the bumper off. Hopefully not any time too soon. But that's pretty much all I was trying to show with this video. Obviously I ran into the issue where I couldn't find my stock two-piece drive shaft. Turns out I think I actually sold it. I just had forgotten about it. So there's that. So essentially I just wanted to finish pulling off the remnants of the one-piece drive shaft so I could take those pieces and ship them off to Shaft Masters and have them rebuild me a new drive shaft with the remnants of my old one. Basically, they're just going to take the good parts and put them together with new parts and essentially build a new drive shaft from scratch. So I talked to a couple different people. They were concerned, oh my god, why would you build the broken drive shaft? Well, it's like, I spoke to the guy, and based on what I told him and everything, he said more than likely you're going to be getting about 80% new drive shaft, and we're going to be building it at cost, which is huge. So it shouldn't be anywhere near as expensive as buying another, you know, new used or new one-piece drive shaft, let alone carbon fiber like I initially had considered. So this is just a much more affordable route, especially with the wedding coming up. So as soon as I get that in, you will see in a video shortly after this one that I get it all back in there and the car is fine. So stay tuned for that. But as always, guys, I just wanted to say thanks for watching the videos. Appreciate all the support. I hope you have enjoyed what you've seen so far. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, feel free to hit that like button if you like the video. Leave any of that kind of stuff down below. And yeah, until next time, peace.